For several weeks, Marcella, the writer, had noticed that Armando, the artist, was acting strangely. You see, most artists want people to look at their pictures, but Armando looked as if he were trying to hide his paintings. He would wrap them in his coat or in a large piece of paper, and he seldom ventured from his apartment unless it was a time of day or night when only a few people would be on the street. And the look on Armando's face, it was so sad. Just looking at him made Marcella feel sad too. Finally, she just couldn't stand it any longer. So several days later, early one morning, she went up to Armando and asked him what was wrong. At first, Armando didn't want to talk about it. But after he saw that Marcella really was interested, he unwrapped one of his pictures and said,
"This is what's wrong. I'm supposed to be an artist, but my paintings don't have any oomph. They just sit there. They don't say anything special. Oh, it just makes me unimaginably sad."
And then poor Armando began to cry bitterly. And sure enough, when Marcella looked at the painting, she could see that Armando did have something to cry about. She had to admit that it was quite awful. But then she had an idea.
"You know, Armando, I think I can help you. As a writer, I work with words. And if you thought about a special kind of word, an adjective, as you painted, I'll bet you could paint beautiful pictures."
Armando suddenly perked up.
"Oh, tell me about those adjectives. I have a feeling they'll be the answer to my dreams."
"Well,"
responded Marcella,
"the first thing you need to know is that adjectives are words that tell about nouns. Now, a noun is a word that names a person, place, or thing, right?"
"To be sure."
"Okay, then. Look at that tree over there. The word tree is a noun, but that single word doesn't tell us very much because there are so many different kinds of trees. But if we say maple tree, we tell what kind of tree it is, because the word maple tells us what kind of tree we're looking at. It's an adjective. Put another way, an adjective can tell us what kind. Now, Armando, if you were to paint a picture of that tree, you would probably do a better job by first asking yourself, what kind of tree is it? Then, instead of just painting any old tree, you would paint a maple tree."
Well, that's exactly what Armando did. And the results were simply wonderful.